are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I am Miss Woodard, and I want to welcome you to our Nurturing Parent one-on-one program. So, Miss Pickle, tell me what brought you in today?
Well, what brought me in today, Miss Wood, is that I've been having a little trouble with both of my children that I have at home. I have a 6-year-old named Alice, and I have an 8-year-old named Dunn.
Okay. So, what are some things that you've been having out of Alice and Dunn in your home?
In the morning times, I'm getting ready to go to work myself, and I'm having a lot of trouble out of them in the morning time. Getting up, they're having a fussy attitude, and they're really just not acting as if I would want them to.
Okay. Okay. Well, today, if you agree, I would like for us to get together to review some current ways that you are handling the situation with your 6-year-old Alice and your 8-year-old son named Dunn. Then I would like us to establish some practical solutions that will improve your communication skills while building a positive relationship between you and the children, Alice and Dunn. Okay? I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and you feel free to tell me how you feel about them after I state the questions to you. What are some discipline techniques that you are using to try to decrease Alice and Dunn's behavior in and out of your home, especially during you guys' morning routine? What are y'all doing?
Most of the time in the morning, I've been having a lot of trouble, as I said, and I've resulted into doing corporal punishment.
Okay.
Actually, corporal punishment helped me for a couple of years, and then it started saying, "Let's get out of hand."
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest about using the corporal punishment in your home. The next question is going to be, as of a parent, what do you believe your responsibilities to your children are?
The responsibilities to my children that I believe is to provide for them, to make sure they have a roof over their head and that they're taken care of.
Okay, so let's explore some different solutions to possibly get a positive and a better behavior response. Now let's keep in mind that sometimes we as parents might have already tried different solutions, and sometimes these solutions possibly didn't work. But we're going to try again, okay? Agreed? Okay. So, I have a few things jotted down. And like I said before, just kind of keep in mind that your behavior, our behavior, serves as a model for your children, which are Alice and Dunn, and their behavior, possible outcomes of their behavior. And you want to be able to demonstrate in details of how you would like for Alice and Dunn to behave. So what am I saying? I want you to, let's kind of practice, or you can tell me how you would like Alice and Dunn to act in the mornings when they get up.
In the morning time, I would actually like to see them more joyous, actually to be ready to start the day off and give me a little leverage in the morning time, actually to be able to see them just react with each other more in a more sister and brotherly way.
Okay, so you're basically saying you want them to be able to get up in the mornings and they have joy, they happy, they ready to start the day, they cooperative with you. Okay, and I understand that. So let's try something. Let's try a different approach. So we're going to kind of set some little goals. And you want to kind of think of this as looking at it in some form of a positive and a negative reward to try to motivate your 6 and 8-year-old Alice and Dunn to try to stay on track. So we're going to call it earning and losing. Okay, they will be able to earn and they will be able to lose with the positive and the reward system. So the first thing is that I want you to focus on is allowing Alice and Dunn to be able to make choices to help them motivate them and allow them to have some input in their decision-making process. For an example, aside some extra time. And this is what I'm telling you. Set aside some extra time in the morning. Like the night before. A lot of children to pick out their own clothes or pick out their own shoes that they would possibly want to wear that for that next morning. And that way, that will possibly give them a statement of control, that they feel that they have control over something. I want you to try that technique and see how that works. Get them up a little earlier that night before. Allow them to be able to choose what they would want to put on, what they would want to wear. And that way when you all get up in the morning, we'll see if that would kind of help make a difference and kind of lower some of the fussing and the irritating that they have going on in the morning. Okay? The next thing is that try to wake one of them up at a different time. Don't wake them both up at the same time. Allow one of them to get up earlier than the other to try to see if that would avoid some negative reaction between the two. And remember to use a soft tone with them in the mornings. So that if you have to redirect one of them in the mornings, it may be a little bit more calmer since both of them are not up at the same time. So you will have to kind of get up a little earlier, but we want to try to see if this is going to help solve some issues in your home, okay? The next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to give you a poster board before you leave, and what you're going to do is you're going to create a system. And it's going to focus on positive and negative rewards. It's going to be a chart that would encourage positive behavior while you're tracking the progress of them, okay? And I want you to remember, while you're doing this, make sure that Alice and Dunn have a good understanding of what is required of them and what you are expecting concerning their behavior. You want them to be able to understand what you're asking and what is expected, okay? On their level, okay? And just keep in mind that they are children. You think that we can do those 3 steps?
I think that we can.
Okay. So, just some things to remember. I want you to put your hands up. Okay? And when you look at your hands, what do you think of them as?
With my hands, I think hard workers, actually.
Hard workers. Okay. That's a good example of what our hands are. And I also want you to keep in mind that we want to be able to use our hands as being compassion, loving, hugging one another with them, instead of using these as weapons of destruction, okay? Physical. So I just want you to remember that these hands are going to be used for love, compassion, when you want to hug on someone, when you want to show how you feel in a loving way. That's what we're going to target this week, that these hands are made for loving, okay? And remember that while you're doing this, you're going to stay calm. You want to stay realistic about the situation, and remember that these are children and not adults. And always be compassionate with them, okay? Now, Ms. Pickle, do you have anything that you would like to add to this session or suggest for our next session up on next week?
No, ma'am. I really thank you today for helping me with some of the skills that I'm going to use. I think this will help me a lot at home.
Okay. Well, this actually concludes our session for today, and I will see you up on next Friday at the same time, 10 o'clock, and you have a great day.
You too.